What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, the White Ghost. I don't know, man. I'm doing a little sports review. I'm finna start doing my sports review and NFL predictions. But before I get into any NFL predictions or sports reviews, the White Ghost wants to talk about the absolute. I want to use this situation with Tyron Woodley to talk about black men. You know, we ride the sisters a lot, and I'm not just talking about black men, I'm talking about black people and human society, really. And, this recent situation with Tyrone Woodley shows you just how blind society is. It shows you the degree to which black men and black people in general casually coast through this world, unaware of what's happening around them, what has happened before they came into the world, what happened, what's going to keep happening after they leave, and what's happening right now. If you ask me, that's why we created the saying, what's happening. We even had a sitcom back in the 1980s called What's Happening, because we have to ask as black men, what's happening. And Tyrone Woodley, in case you don't know who he is a superior alpha male black stud. He's an MMA fighter, and about 2 or 3 weeks ago, he won the MMA welterweight. He became the MMA welterweight champion after beating the brakes off a very popular white dude he was supposed to lose. The white dude was expected to beat the brakes off of him. God damn it, I can't remember the name of this dude that he just beat. I think it's that real stupid talking white boy in the MMA who you can tell he's slow. And the thing that's sad about looking at him lose, this white boy, if I'm talking about the right dude, is that when he wins, it's okay, but when he loses, this dude is real slow, man. He really seems like he needs to be taken out the MMA. Seems like they just exploiting somebody who's a big, muscle-bound, knucklehead white boy who really ain't got that much sense. He know how to get in the ring and throw mad, crazy punches, and, I know how to throw punches, and when I hit people, they fall down. I hit them hard, and they fall down. He's at about that intelligence level. But he really talks like if this is the correct white dude I'm talking about, I didn't see the fight. I do like MMA, but I missed this one. I'm sure I'll catch it later on down the road. But back to what I was talking about. Tyrone Woodley, ever since he's beat the brakes off this white boy, has been receiving death threats. They've been calling him all type of niggers and some of everything else. He has received literally thousands. I think somebody said over 10,000 racial insults and death threats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description box so that you can read the article yourself. And he's sitting up talking about how he's so surprised and how he's so shocked that all this racism is being thrown his way. Now, every man in the world, when you're a black man, people hate you because you're black. They hate you because of your phenotype and because of the melanin in your skin. And everybody knows that you are the biggest, the strongest, and everything else. White people be playing games with you. They know that you are bigger, stronger, and faster. And you can be smarter, like Rashad Evans, who is a business owner and a college grad. They know this. So everywhere you go, I don't care if you in Mexico, South America, Europe, India, I don't care where you at, Negro, Asia, I don't care where you at, everybody wants to tee off and test their manhood against you. And when they are confirmed, and when it becomes confirmed that you are the alpha dog on the block, they get very upset about that. You are the standard and the measuring stick by which all other men gauge their manhood. And Negroes want to go around, like I say, it's like people who say, well, you blame the white man for everything. This article proves that When people say that you blame the white man for everything, that's really just a way of them saying, I don't understand the world. I don't understand systems. I don't understand mechanisms. Just like Tyron Woodley, the clueless, atypical Negro male, clueless to what's going on around him, clueless to the entire operation of the mechanism of racism that surrounds him. They just ponder to and fro like robots with the vibrational frequency of about 15 megahertz. Niggas are very low vibrating nowadays. Don't have a clue what's going on. Nigga, of course they hate you. Of course you're gonna receive death threats, you dumb Negro. You just beat the brakes off one of their little white heroes. Somebody who they thought was going to come up in there and reclaim white male alpha manhood. And see, I knew a few years ago when they started this UFC stuff, man, please, this type of fighting, it ain't going to be nothing but a minute. I bet you that Dana White is having to filter the black man out of the sport because there are some niggas from Mississippi, Chicago, the country backwoods of Carolina, Georgia, and Kentucky. Tell you the truth, Muhammad Ali wasn't nothing but a random ass Kentucky sharecropping, cotton picking ass nigga. You know, they put him in the ring, and the same thing with Roy Jones in boxing. Roy Jones is a chicken coop. Roy Jones came from a chicken coop raising family in Bama ass Pensacola, Florida. Now Pensacola, Florida is a very nice city. Real nice, man. Very nice weather. Real nice water. It's dark green water down there. Very nice city. But it's a country, like if you from LA, Chicago, New York, you pretty much gonna say that a city like Pensacola of a couple 100,000 people, yeah, weather's nice. A lot of Caribbean people down here, blacks, Latinos, you know, the white people they racist, but not as bad as the rest of the South. But this is where Roy Jones is from. Random ass dude. I ain't never seen a fighter in the prime of their life that was as good as Roy Jones. So black men are unavoidably going to dominate anything that requires a bunch of men getting in the ring and throwing some hands. That's why Brazilian fighters are so good. It ain't nothing but a bunch of black ass mulatto slums down there full of niggas fighting. You can go down there and snatch up any nigga. Anderson Silva ain't nothing but a little skinny, goofy looking dude. And he dominated the sport. Ain't nobody gonna break the records Anderson Silva broke. You could put Anderson Silva in some long johns, and Anderson Silva, I swear to God, would not look no different than JJ from goddamn Good Times. But that's not what this video is about. Let me not get completely distracted from my point of how clueless the black world is. And this is how most black people act. I want to sit up here and act surprised that racism exists. I want to sit up here and act like I don't know that this world is against me. Well, if I just run into some incident of racism, truly it's isolated? No, nigga, yeah, it may be an isolated peck of wood that don't like you, but there's a whole system that's against you. What you talking about the system, man? Is that blame the white man stuff? Nigga, I ain't blaming the white man. I'm telling you about the system that's around you. The same system that the very second that you do something like get a college degree or go into a professional government-sanctioned organization like the MMA and UFC and beat the brakes off of it and become the big alpha dog at the top of the food chain, the racism that you're going to witness and experience is the racism that is in this system on a daily basis. And you got to get hit upside the head 1,000 times with the word nigga before you even recognize it. That shows you the cluelessness of the Afro-American man. And all black people really just clueless. You can take a clueless bunch of people like that and just throw a handful of them a handful of nigger trinkets. I mean, it's just like this coon I seen the other day who was arguing with Nate Parker. Well, Nate, you're successful.
I'm successful. I mean, shouldn't you just tell black people to take responsibility? Nigga, will you shut the fuck up? What little success you got, them people can take that shit away and throw your ass right back in the project where you come from, Negro. Sit down somewhere. Nate Parker understands that he is an individual anomaly in a system designed to push the overwhelming mass majority into a certain result. And that is typically prison, jail, or social outcast destitutism. But I'm going to give you a link to the article about Tyron Woodley, and then this nigga's name is Tyron. You know they going to hate you, man. Of course they going to be hating you all over Twitter. Check out the link in the description box, and check out the cluelessness of Tyron Woodley. But know ye this, the cluelessness of Tyron Woodley does not just apply to Tyron Woodley. I'm up out of here, man. It's your boy Vince Rashad, the truth terrorist. 2. Holla.